What is up YouTube? It's your boy SmackNPie here. The important video is here, ladies and gentlemen. Since many of y'all are asking, hey yo Smack, you told us that there will be chapter 5 Easter eggs once chapter 5, once Dark Deception Fortnite map drops. Where are they at, ladies and gentlemen? So here we are. This is the video, probably the most important video leading up to teaser 01, and I have some juicy information at the end of this video for y'all chapter 5 thirsty folks. That is not an insult. Why? Because I myself am one of them. So without wasting any more time, boys, let us jump into it. So you might be seeing the Fortnite gameplay. If you have not already, do check out my full gameplay video. Alright, I've checked everything that there is to offer other than the Easter eggs in that video. We checked the ballroom, we checked the first, all 3 levels actually, and it was really fun. There was some critical stuff in there as well, but there are 3 Easter eggs in total, right? And officially from the community and everybody else, and it has been confirmed by Vincent and Glowstick Entertainment, right? There are only 2 Easter eggs that you can find, right? The 3rd one, where you have to press the ring in the monkey business, that is broken a little bit, right? So nobody has found the 3rd Easter egg, but they are working on that, and once that is fixed, then we will get the 3rd one. But the 2 ones are important. I want to talk about the poem one more. You might want to expect, what poem? What poem are we talking about? Okay, let's hear the poem first. This is the one that you can easily find in the ballroom. Let's listen to it.
Lost in darkness, where silence reigns, an ancient evil stirs, the realms it stains. The moon weeps blood, all hope dies, for soon the demon god will rise. His breath, a chill that kills the light, his voice, a whisper of endless night. Prepare, O mortals, for doom's embrace, for the demon god returns to claim his place.
What was that? What was that, ladies and gentlemen? What kind of poem is that? Tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing in the Dark Realm? Is this what she's been doing ever since she was, reincarnated into the evil Tammy? I keep, I do keep saying evil Tammy, but I have always hated this notion that it's an evil soul. How can a child be an evil soul, ladies and gentlemen? We talked about this in the past, right? For me, it has always been less about evil. Tammy, it's more of a full of rage, angry Tammy, if you will. The rage and anger that is being harnessed by Malak himself. So let's break this down, right? It has been a while since we've done anything related to this. The first one, they say, lost in darkness where silence reigns, right? This is about Demon God. We're going to talk about Demon God in just a second, but what are we talking about? Because it says here, lost in darkness, right? And we're not talking about lost in darkness, the OST. We're talking about lost in darkness where silence reigns. An ancient evil stirs, the realms it stains. Now I hate the idea that I didn't talk about at all about the book. There was some interesting lore stuff in the book that was revealed. Rest assured that video is still coming soon. But there were some hints that were given related to the monsters in the realm. We're not just talking about the portals, inside the portals, but also outside the portals as well, right? We know from the chapter 4 lore that there are other monsters, other demons, other devils, right, other than Malak. And we talked about the wood creature and how there could be one, like Malak is the main antagonist, right? That there is somebody other than Malak, a threat bigger than Malak. Now we've been talking about, right, how the ending of chapter 5 is going to lead us to the sequel. And Vince has also talked about how the ending is gonna set up the sequel, right? We keep talking about the protagonist. We keep talking about who's gonna take the mantle, but we don't talk about the villain, right? If we remove Pierce and if we remove Malak, what's gonna happen to Dark Deception, specifically Realm's villain? Here, I think they're setting that up. Now, don't get me wrong, this could just be a final form of Malak, right? But a lot of community, they seem to disagree with that theory, right? It could easily be just the final form of Malak, which is called the Demon God. And it would make sense for other monsters that we've faced so far for them to refer to Malak as the Demon God, right? But we have not yet heard any of the monsters referring to Malak as Demon God, right? So Could it be another creature? Well, this poem certainly hints to that, where they say that there is a place, right, where there is an ancient evil creature who is governing a realm of its own. Let's keep hearing what they have to say. A moon leaks blood, all hopes dies. Now, I do hope that visually something of this nature comes into play, like Bloodborne or something, but I think here it's more metaphoric, where there's no hope, right? There is no hope for the mortal souls that end up in this place with that creature. But there is a possibility, because after that they say, for soon the demon god will rise, that this ancient creature, evil creature, is something that is fueled only from something that is so far wretched, right? Something that is so hopeless, that is so horrendous, that is so evil that it goes beyond demons like Moloch. What? His breath a chill that kills the light? What kind of creature are you describing, Tammy? There's a theory that I will mention at the end of this. His voice a whisper of endless night. The final one, the final statement here for the demon god returns to claim his place, that's the one that confuses me the most, ladies and gentlemen, because for them to say this, it means it is someone we have not yet seen or met, right? We have not yet heard of it, right? And I keep saying it because we don't know yet, right? There's a possibility, ladies and gentlemen, that the dark realms, politics, and dirty stuff, they go beyond than what we've seen so far in the dark realm. Could it be, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out, right? Hear me out. Could it be, right, that these demons are actually at work to make sure that they don't disappoint Demon God? These mortal souls, so this is a business world, right? The Dark Realm is a business. This is a very rough theory, but stay with me. This is a business world, right? With the mortal souls making deals and whatnot. And if one of these demons mess up, or if mortal comes to a point where they're defeating these demons with the help of inside job or something, that would trigger an evil creature. An evil creature that is not like, let's say, a king of this place, right? It's not like Moloch or these other demons that bow down to that. It could be a case, but it's mostly, like, again, in the book, it's a spoiler, but I'm not going to spoil it, but basically there's a creature who governs a specific place, right? And if you enter this place, or if you ruin its sanctity, let's say, that creature gets angry and it rises, right? It's gonna make sure it destroys you or kills you or worse, right? So what if, hear me out, right? What if we beat Moloch and Beers, right? This demon god, assuming that it's not the final form of Moloch, he's the one that rises, and he's the one that we would have to face in the S rank ending, which would be the canon ending, the final boss, right? The final canon boss. That is the one that we'd have to beat, right? And I'm not saying we're gonna win. I feel like we're gonna keep it at bay because of the innocence of Tammy. Her innocence is gonna come into play. But there's a lot that we can do, but this is the rough idea that I'm giving. Wow, it took so long just to explain this one freaking fruck of the Lincoln luck. Because the next one, we're gonna come back to this in some other video when we do get the third Easter egg, and once we do form our own theories on this. So do let me know your theories and thoughts about this poem down in the comments below, because I've yet to actually read the community's theories on this matter. The next one and the final one that we're going to end this video, because it's actually taken a lot longer than I expected. Bam! Puppet King model has been revealed, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in. Puppet King's model, the boss of the mannequins, the first level of chapter 5 has been revealed. The final portal in the ballroom. Well, actually one before that. The second final portal of the ballroom, in the ball. His boss has been revealed. The full model, we've seen only like the waist height, chest height or something, but now we've actually seen it, and it looks like he's actually pretty skinny. That is the verdict from the community. He's pretty skinny, right? And he has a cape, so it's just like Batman. So one of the fan developers, good job on designing that. He looks really clean. Like, it actually looks like mannequin. And he does feel like he has a very cool personality. I think we're gonna like him, because look at him. He has that, you know, the scarf-ish kind of texture on the one that he's wearing. The cape, like Batman cape, but rough. Then he has that stoic face. I know it's a mannequin, so, you know, he doesn't have that face specifically, but I mean, he doesn't have a face to begin with anyway. It's a mannequin, emotionless face, but this looks really cool. I don't know, I expected him to be a little bit buff. I think Mr. shout out to him who provided me with this HD picture. I think he said it perfectly. The super dartception, which again I've said to Mr. that we have yet to see the full model in Super Dark Deception, but I think from what we've seen so far in the Super Dark Deception, I think they managed to find the balance between not making him too buff, but just buff enough so that it doesn't look weird. Here it looks weird, but when we don't know if actually he's actually gonna walk or is actually gonna like float, just like in the fan games. So we actually yet to see. But the mystery has been closed on Puppet King model, and we've actually gotten all of the mannequins. Well, we have actually not seen all of the mannequins, we've seen most of the mannequins, and as well as the boss. The mystery has been solved. I think this Fortnite map has been worth it. Wow, this video is taking so long. Let me know your thoughts and theories about this model, specifically your thoughts on the mannequins. I like that one. And yeah, it looks clean. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to hear him talk. It has been a while, and I can't wait to see some drama unfold, because you know it's going to be drama. It's going to be political drama. Malak fighting hard to, save face and, make sure his business doesn't go down or he gets punished from Demon God. Who is Demon God? That is the answer that we're going to try to get in the next upcoming videos. Susa for more 100k. I'll see you in the next one.